Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are working on getting the L cluster here, and there's a lot that we can get done here, to be honest. Like, a truly ludicrous amount. Look at all of these nanite worlds that we're going to be able to terraform. That looks good. There's going to be way more too. So that is amazing. We are, of course, in process of getting the entire L cluster, and I believe that we should. So that is looking fine. This construction ship is going to be done with the starbase eventually. We're currently about 20% done, and once that is completed, we will begin to grab these out over here as well. So that seems phenomenal. The real question is, will this have to wait at all? Because I'm not going to build stations to gather this stuff, because we're going to build orbitals here anyway. So we're going to skip that step, and that will be absolutely fine. A radiating asteroid, huh? It's only 78 days. Go ahead and research that. That one will be okay. There are a few that we skipped, and we should probably eventually go back to. Well, we will definitely eventually go back to them. But for now, this will be okay. The Dabex Hive built a sensor array. Good for them. That's excellent. We're very glad that they've done that. It doesn't really matter. Cool. So at this point, we're just waiting on this starbase to finish. That's the only thing that we're waiting on at this moment, and that is wonderful. This mining station, however, it does need a little bit of work here. Specifically, this is fairly awkward, actually. We can definitely upgrade these fortresses. I guess we can build non-upgraded industrial districts here. It's not ideal, but I guess it's fine. Weird world design, but okay. We'll go with it. We may revisit that at some point, but for right now, this'll do. So this is obviously going to be an upgrade on the robot assembly complex, and then we're going to look to put in an energy grid. And then we'll build reactor districts. And then we're going to need to wait, because we just have a habitat administration here, so that seems fine. We're going to run out of minerals extraordinarily soon here, so let's buy in a few of those. I don't want to run out of minerals. That seems fine. And terminal egress should be finishing very, very shortly. We're at 78%. Let's just see what else we've... Oh, hello. Where was that? Okay, we're just going to start up here at the top. We've got the Mars generator world. This is going to need to be resettled over, and we're going to send that to, it really doesn't matter, one of these places where we've got ridiculous numbers of jobs. So that'll be fine. What else are we going to look to do here? Well, we know there's multiple things in here. So we have Zakati, which is a fortress world, and this world is as good as it's going to get. For now, anyway. We do need to move this over somewhere. We'll take them to, I guess, Akelum. Sure, why not? That'll be fine. And from there, we can just take a look through to see if there's anything else in here. Any more unemployment? Nope, that looks good. Okay. Beautiful. So that is fine. Terminal egress at this point is 90% concluded. So that seems phenomenal. Delta Refuge has finished its construction queue. Okay, so this, of course, needs to be continued. We need to upgrade this to a star fortress, and we need to build a pair of anchorages here. And then we're probably going to end up building like a resource silo here. I think that should be relatively fine. Cool. So terminal egress is finishing momentarily here. We're at 98%, 99%, and 100%. Terminal egress is now ours. We're going to move up to Kundra, and over in Hodis, we're going to build a starbase. We're also going to build one in Ambizia. This is now much cheaper to build out over here. So that is fantastic. Now, in terminal egress, we're probably going to want, there's 3 here, we're probably going to want to terraform these, and we could terraform them into, like, continental worlds. That's only going to take 360 days. That's really cheap. Do it. It is going to cost us some energy credits, and we are going to want to potentially do something about that. But let's get all of these worlds beginning to terraform. Now, we're low on energy credits, and I would definitely like to do something about that. Let's sell off some Zero. That'll be fine. That'll keep us afloat. Looks good. So that is all underway at this point. We're waiting for Kundra to finish up here. There's a fair amount of surveying to be done here, looks like. That's not too bad, actually. That should finish reasonably quickly. Okay, so we found a dark matter deposit. That's really good. We like a dark matter deposit. We could definitely use that. Excellent. So our rare crystals are still minus 36. That is understood. We are certainly going to be working on that. We have 6 notifications. Hang on. 6 notifications is more notifications than we should have. So that is Nocum Prime here. Okay, beautiful. We're going to get both of these built, and we'll max out the mining districts and the generator districts for now. That leaves us with 4 district slots here. We'll call that good for the moment, and we'll come back to Nocum Prime. Excellent. What else are we looking to get done in this list? Basically nothing is the answer. Okay.
System survey concluded.
Well, there is a system survey done, and we have a couple of construction ships. So the Rubicon 2 is idle in Kundra. Nothing to be done there. The Indus is currently idle in Savasik. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to want to do here is we're going to want to build an orbital ring here, and then we can come out over this direction and build a Habitat Central Complex. That should keep that busy for a while. We are a bit low at this point on our influence, and that's understood. So that seems fine for the moment. That will come up a fair amount, and Kundra we are going to be getting very, very soon. So this all looks fine. Our surveys are going nice.
Commencing.
Excellent. So we're currently traveling over to Nikor, and we're traveling to Pandil. Yeah, that'll all be absolutely fine. We should be done with Kundra very, very shortly here. Okay, we're working on Kundra 5 right now. Sure.
System survey
I wonder
concluded.
if we can build an orbital around a shattered world. That'll be interesting. Hang on, we're in a war. Hang on. Okay, so the deep space construction site for this gateway is in place, and we're definitely going to upgrade that. That also means that this construction ship is idle. For now, and I want to be paused right now, for now we're going to move up to Urelin, I think. We're lacking some influence for that because we need to wait for this to finish. Maybe we don't move to Urelin. We're having a bit of a crunch right now in our influence. I'm actually just going to disband this construction ship. Okay, what is this war? The mech pucks again. That's very rude of them. Okay. Let's just send our forces directly out over here. We don't have claims here. But let's get out here as quick as we can. 56 days. They might attack down this way, but I think they're going to attack up this way because they declared war specifically on the Empire over here, which is not bordering them. Okay. They might actually attack Savasik. They are headed that way. That's very rude. In that case, we're going to have to pull this ship out of here, and that's going to refund a bunch of influence. So that is noted for right now. Okay. We shouldn't have any problem bringing down the mech pucks again, but the main problem here, of course, is that this is actually the Kresh Collective that they've declared on. Yeah, they do this very frequently. Way more frequently than I feel like they should be legally allowed to. But whatever. We discovered a terraforming candidate. Yeah, that's to be expected. That's over in Kundra, and we are then grabbing this over here with a long-range scan. Okay, cool. So we finished up in Hodis and in Ambizia. We're going to head up and build a starbase here, and then this, not the science ship, the construction ship here is going to head into Urelin and build a starbase here. That looks good. So this war is definitely something that we're going to have to handle. Do we think we could jump drive directly in here and eliminate this fleet before it got to Savasik? I don't think we could. So we're going to head down to Savasik, or more specifically, we're going to go directly after this fleet. Cool. So that'll be fine for now, and we do see the Kresh Collective sending some forces in over here. This will be fine. I do want to get our army heading over here. We're going to put them in Istora for now. So we should catch this force, and honestly, there's
Construction
very
project
little
concluded.
that this force can do. They have 128k. A single
Station
fleet
sustaining damage.
would be able to handle this. I don't know why they declared this,
Spaceport
to be honest.
offline.
They don't have a single chance of winning it. But okay. So we've discovered more terraforming candidates, and to that end, well, we are very low on our energy credits right now. That's not ideal, is it? We're net positive on volatile motes and exotic gases. Okay. For now, I'm going to do that. That'll do. We should be done surveying in Kundra very, very shortly. 52? Okay. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit, unfortunately. So we need to eliminate the mech pucks here, and
Initializing
yeah,
hostile
they're
engagement
definitely
protocols.
gone. There's nothing that they can do here. This is so over for them. Beautiful. In the meantime, we're seeing good invasions from allied units out over here. I like it. They're attacking Hoof. That's really nice. I like that too.
System survey concluded.
Okay, so this is all under our control now. We just need our forces to come take this back. So get in here, and then head up to Hoof just to be on the safe side. These guys, they're going to head in over here, and this fleet should be capable of destroying this station. But we're going to come in just to be absolutely sure. Okay. So while that's happening, I want to head back up to the L cluster here. Kundra is now fully surveyed, so I want to build a starbase right here. That'll be perfect. So you are at 33%, you are at 31%. Okay. Looks good. So for right now, I'm not terraforming these worlds. We will get there. But for the moment, we are a little bit busy. No doubt about that. Let's head into Hoof real quick here and take a look. They're at 21% war exhaustion right now. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be pretty over. We're going to head over to Hoof 1, and we're going to enter orbit. We're waiting for them to finish up taking out this station, which they will do fairly
Striking
soon.
hostile
And
station.
in all honesty, we probably don't need our forces here. But we're here anyway. So we're going to land our armies on Hoof 1, and these guys, honestly, we don't need to be here anymore. We're going to head back and save ourselves some upkeep. So we're going to enter orbit here. We'll be there in 66 days. Looks good. So that's fine. This is all fully under control at this point. I don't think there's any problem here. So the Indus is not
Anomaly
doing anything. What was that? An anomaly? Sure. Go ahead and research that. So the Indus
Commencing
is out over
planetary
here in
incursion
sequence. This
initiative.
is terraforming over. That seems fine for now. I'm just thinking about our amount of influence. I kind of want to disband the Indus. Okay. So that'll be fine for the moment. We will come back to those areas. And we have a few notifications here, obviously. That's all fine. So the L cluster is getting under our control with no real problem here. Hoof is going to fall. That should have already fallen, or be very close to it. Yeah, incredibly, incredibly close. I don't know why they declared this, to be honest. This was a very strange war to declare. Like, we're the defenders here. I don't know why they thought they had a chance. To be honest, we didn't even have to participate. This is going to reset the truce, though. So that's awkward. I'm just thinking about, should we make claims here? It would be relatively cheap to do. But we've got the L cluster that we're working on. It's bad timing, really. I'm sure they'll declare it again, is the thing.
Planetary incursion initiative.
So for the time
successful.
being, we'll call this good. I want these guys to head over to probably Nikor at this point. That'll be
Construction
good.
project
And Urelin has
concluded.
finished up. They're going to head up to Pandil. Excellent. Kundra is going to be done fairly soon as well, so that looks solid. And we're done with our invasion of Hoof. So we're going to head down to Semesta, and we're going to land on Sky Temple. So this is going to be 535. That is not particularly threatening. Okay, head on in. That looks solid. So they are at this point nearly fully occupied. Not entirely, but very, very close to fully occupied. No problem there. And we're just waiting for some additional influence to roll in right now.
Initializing hostile
As well as
engagement
waiting for these
protocols.
last 3 surveys to finish up. So that'll be fine. A gas giant ship. No, we're going to take the influence, actually. Influence is very useful for us. So that sounds great. Where was the hostile
Construction
fleet present?
project concluded.
I don't know. Okay. Well, we've successfully invaded on Hoof, yes. We are heading into Semesta now, so that looks good. No problem here. They're up to 28% war exhaustion at this juncture, so that looks great. And we finished up in Kundra. We're going to head down to Mesarthim. Wonderful. And we're done in Urelin as well. Yeah, we're heading to Nikor. That looks perfect. So we're just getting these last couple of surveys done here. Okay, the war is over. Beautiful. Status quo. No border adjustments. Okay. Well, that was a very useful amount of resources that we threw at that. We're going to head on back to Seoul with our invasion fleet there. No problem. And the Volga is currently here.
System
We
survey
need the
concluded.
Jordan 2 to not be idle. The Marco Polo is up here as well. So the Marco Polo is going to go into science ship automation. We're just going to tell it, go ahead and do whatever you can. Beautiful. The Africa 3 is in
Initial
Nikor. There's not
colonization
too much that we
phase
can do with that right
complete.
now. We're waiting on surveys. Although this up here, of course, in Pandal, we can grab. So we should do that. And we just finished grabbing Azalish Secundus. Wonderful. We're going to go for a robot assembly plant here. Perfect. Okay, so that is all looking reasonably fine for now. The L cluster is going to be incredibly powerful for us, of course. And that's great. So we're just waiting on 2 additional surveys to finish up here. Nikor and Mesarthim. How long are we going to have on those? 3 orders here and 4 orders here? Okay, that's not too bad. So that seems absolutely fine. The L cluster does appear to be ours, and that's wonderful. So here we're building a Habitat Central Complex in Seapooks, and we're also waiting on this to be terraformed. That's going to take a fair amount of time. Understood. And where are you heading? Okay, you're heading off somewhere outside of the L cluster. That is fine. I'm not too concerned about that one. So our ships are back home at this point, and we can see that we're definitely idling a little lower than we'd like to be. We should reinforce our fleets, but that's not going to do all that much. We found a terraforming candidate. That's not surprising, and these astral actions are not currently actually available. So that seems okay for now. The L cluster is going to be extremely, extremely strong.
Unshielded life signs detected in deep space.
No doubt about that. But our top priority is still on claiming the L cluster, so that looks good. The Rubicon 2 is going to be in Mesarthim shortly. Okay, these all terraformed. I was like, wait a second, why did they go red? But no, we're okay. These are continental worlds. We should colonize these. So we're going to get those going as soon as we can here. There we go. Terminal Egress Prime, and then this one is going to also be founder species only. There we go. And then also this one. Beautiful. So we'll get 3 colony ships heading into Terminal Egress. I would like to continue to work on terraforming these, so let's get going on some of that. That will be wonderful. Cool. So we'll get another couple of these going. A continental world here. This will be another continental world. Wonderful. And we can get more continental worlds here. Beautiful. These nanite worlds are pretty cheap and quick to change over. This planet is not within our borders. Yes, that is accurate. So we're gonna get that all online. Excellent. Continuing to survey in Nikor. Only
Construction
one left
project
there,
concluded.
and only one left in Mazarthim as well. So this is all about to finish up. Looks perfect. Okay, so we finished up in Pandil, and this is, at this point, wanting to be terraformed. So we're going to colonize that, or rather terraform that, right on over. And we could get started here. I'm actually going to pull this out of the L cluster because I want to remember that we need to do this area over here first, right? So I'm going to head out over here, and we're going to build a habitat central complex. And we're actually, first, we're going to build an orbital ring here. Then we're going to build a habitat central complex, which we previously ordered, but we did not actually complete due to the outbreak of war with the mech pups protected.
System survey
So that's
concluded.
fine. The Goddard is currently idle, and let's tell that to do whatever it can.
System survey
And off it
concluded.
goes. And the Drake is now idle too. We'll tell that to automate whatever it can too. There we go. And then we're, of course, going to grab Mazarthim, which we are lacking a little bit of influence for at this moment. That's noted. So we'll just let this tick forward until we get another month tick. We're going to get enough to get this in this month tick, but we're going to be lacking Nikor at this moment. That's fine. This is absolutely A-okay for right now. We have 9+ notifications in our government tab. We'll handle that in just a moment here. So we're just waiting on getting enough influence. And that's 5 days away. Right about... Oh, hi. Sure. We'll purchase that service. Goodbye. Now we're going to get this starbase building. Perfect. So we will need more
System
influence to
survey
grab Nikor.
concluded.
That is the only location in the L cluster that we don't currently have. Let's go through this tab here quick. We need to resettle a bunch of pops somewhere. I don't really care where these go as long as they're put to work. So same thing in Nahal Science. We're going to need to resettle this on over to somewhere. And then Alpha Centauri Mining. This is also in the category of currently full. And we'll just settle this over to, say, Zeldra Prime. I think I'm grabbing the same one for all of these. That's not necessarily intentional. But we can send this over to, say, Barnard Star. Cool. Okay, what else do we need here? Any others? Yes, there's this Forge World. Also in the category of full for right now. So let's go for Pandasak. Why not? Cool. Golba Industrial. This is also full. So we'll move this over to, say, Zeldra Prime again. It doesn't matter, as long as these are going somewhere where there's a job. This station here, we can get some upgrades going on, and we definitely will do so. There we go. What else do we need here? The answer is absolutely nothing. Okay, but we do apparently have... Okay, that's that gateway site. Yeah, we're going to continue to work on some gateway sites, but for now, this'll do. Okay, so we're in need of some additional influence to build this starbase. This is our top priority at this moment, and we need 41 influence for that. That means we're 3 months away. Weapons target range, huh? Interesting. +3 physics research. Sure. So that seems fine. The CAR Drake has nothing to do at this point, so we're going to disband that. Cool. We do not need the CAR Drake anymore, and the Africa 3 is, of course, idling in Nikor. We're just waiting to get the influence for this. 2 months away on that. So that seems absolutely wonderful. We do need a lot more influence, no doubt about that, but we're making influence at a pretty prodigious rate, 18 per month. That is not too bad. I doubt that that's optimal, but it's pretty decent, all things considered. We are going to lose some when we lose Galactic Custodianship. Okay, that is definitely noted. I wonder... it's going to be 200 influence to extend the Custodianship. Indeed. Is that already in here? Hang on.
Construction
it is
project
not.
concluded.
Okay. So I would like to extend the Custodianship, but I don't think that there's really anything we can do for that. And there's not really support for removing the custodianship term limit anyway, so I think we're just going to lose the custodianship, and that's okay. We got a lot of influence out of it. So I think that's reasonably fine for the moment. So we can head over to Nikor, and as of right now, we should be ready to build this starbase. Beautiful. We're going to get that going. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to get a lot of work done on the L cluster and just generally in terms of getting more construction done. We've got a long ways to go on this yet, but we're making very, very solid progress. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge SPL, Kintogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.